It's 969 Cool FM, your number one hit music station. I'm here. It's a Wednesday afternoon, or should I say Wednesday evening. You know how we do it on Wednesday evenings. We've got United Capital with us, and they sent somebody special into the studio today. Not with us, usually it's Lewis, but I got somebody special today. All right, I got Ogochukwu Erilim. Ogochukwu, say hi to the people.
Hi everyone, my name is Ogochukwu Erilim. I work for United Capital and I am a financial advisor.
Yes, Ogochukwu Erilim, like she said, is a financial advisor. She works for United Capital, and in case you did not know, we're talking about building generational wealth. It is important to not just be wealthy, but be wealthy enough so that your next generation can see your children's children's children. All right, so if you got any questions about anything we talk about, you can simply send a text message or a WhatsApp message to 080-999-20275. All right, very easy, very simple. If you got any messages, we're going to be talking about some interesting stuff. So 080-999-20275, or you can simply just call us. All right, 0700-969-0000. You can also send in your questions via Twitter at Cool FM Abuja, and also tag at United Cap. All right, so that's United CAP, and also use the hashtag Money Minute with UCAP. All right, so we're gonna have some fun. It's still your number one hit music station, but it is important that you know that you gotta make money. All right, you gotta make that money. You gotta keep that money. So it's not just about making it. You gotta keep it so that important people in the future also see it. Ogochukwu, do you agree?
I agree very much.
All right, so let's just go on an advert. I think the people from United Cap have something special they recorded just for us. When we come back, we're gonna jump right into it.
It's one thing to desire wealth. It's another thing to achieve it. It's one thing to work for money. It's another thing to make money work for you. To take your finances to the next level, you need someone to show you the ropes. At United Capital Plc, we provide you with the support you need to achieve your financial goals. Whether it's capital raising, trustee services, stock trading, mutual funds, or loans, our seasoned financial advisors are available to help you make the best investment decisions. For more information on our services, go to www.unitedcapitalplcgroup.com or visit us at any of our offices in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Kano, Kaduna, Warri, Onitsha, Ibadan, and Ghana. United Capital PLC, the intelligent choice.
It ain't cool. It ain't cool if it ain't playing on Cool FM. Turn it up!
Let's go! It most definitely ain't cool if it ain't playing here. And of course, we ain't playing, but we play you great music. You see what I did? You see what I did there? All right, so we're back. It's still Money Minute with United Cap. And today, there's a great topic, of course, Ogochukwu, oh God in heaven, help me. Ogochukwu Erilim is here. We're talking about building generational wealth. And of course, it is very important. So as a finance expert, I got to ask you, Ogochukwu, what does building generational wealth really mean?
So you see, when it comes to wealth or generational wealth, securing it is only half the battle, but actually learning to sustain it from generation to generation is literally another ball game. So generational wealth is like an asset that is owned, but is passed down from generation to generation. And this can mean cash, investments, assets, property, and even businesses. So, I mean, imagine all this like rich families that have been going on for years. So you hear the Hiltons, you hear the Folawios, you hear the Ibru, you hear the Waltons, and so on, and all these names. I mean, I want to add my own name to it.
Yes, most definitely. The Browns. Yes.
So what they have done is they've actually created strategies to actually help that wealth sustain itself, and they can pass it on from their children to the grandchildren to the great-grandchildren to me.
To us, make sure that the money keeps on growing and keeps on going. All right? So you build generational wealth, and it's not just about making my money. It's about making money that my children will enjoy, and not just their children, and not just my children, but their children. All right? So how does it really work? I doubt it's you pass on. When you pass on, you enjoy and pass it on in peace. What happens after you're gone?
Okay, so I mean, nobody has like peace if they haven't actually passed on money. So just imagine your parents weren't making enough to even keep you sustained.
Exactly.
So that means that there's nothing that would come after your name and you're like, oh my God, I have to start from scratch. So I think the whole point of creating or building generational wealth actually is to give your children access, honestly, and you're giving them access to the world. So access to the best healthcare, education, you're giving them access to actually travel the world.
Yeah. A leg up, basically.
Yes,
because they still have to work for it, but like it's a leg up.
Of course. And to be honest, it's just a head start.
Yep.
So just imagine now, as you come in, they say, Mr. Brown. Already they know who you are because of your father, your grandfather. And that's the whole point of actually, starting early and doing something. So you're definitely right, particularly in today's economy. It's important whether you are building wealth, you're creating wealth for yourself and for your generations, or you're building on what maybe your parents have already left for you. Generational wealth will come in handy, right? Yes. So actually, United Capital, from head to start, actually, we are all about investing, and we always have to preach that to you. So I think that most times when people talk about investments, they always think that, they have to be old, or they must have worked their whole 65 years in government before they can make money to invest. But honestly, you just have to start small. You have to start early. So you can even start as little as 100,000 naira, to be honest. You don't have to wait for all the billions and all the millions. And I tell you, if you don't start early, let me give you the start, right? Approximately like 70% of families by the next generation, they've lost their wealth. And then now imagine after that generation, they will lose about 90%. So what's the whole point?
There's nothing left.
Yes.
There's nothing left.
You definitely want to start early. United Capital is the place for you to start investing, and we provide all the opportunities that you'd actually need. So
yes, and they've been doing this for a decade, more than a decade, for 50.
Okay.
Thereabouts. Yeah, no. You know, I've been doing this for a while, so I know they've been doing this for almost 50 years. So it's not just about building wealth for now. It's about building wealth for your kids, and then their kids, and then their kids, and your cousins, your brothers, your sisters. Everybody gets to be involved.
And I think one thing that we can definitely beat our chest for is that we provide security for your funds. So you can actually go to bed knowing that your capital is safe, because that's another thing that people are always worried about. So you're definitely sure with United Capital.
Yes. So we've been talking about building generational wealth, but now let's get down into it. So what do you invest in, or what do you guys use the funds given to you to invest in, so that we know it's not just a come and go kind of thing? Okay,
so actually with I would say wealth management business, right, as a financial advisor, what we usually do is we actually tend to sit down with our clients, and then we actually provide options. So either you're doing financial planning, tax planning, asset allocation, asset management, estate management, and basically another important thing is actually education, because you actually want to know where you're putting your money. Do you understand? So if you're going to be starting early, we always want to make sure that you're having all the right hands backing you to go into it. So you can even decide that you want to do it in dollar, pounds, wherever.
You never know. You know, as many currencies as possible.
You already know.
All right, so all these are services that you guys offer at United Capital.
Of course. And let me tell you, when they say building generational wealth, that's wealth. We're not saying
money. We're not saying rich. We're saying rich.
Yes. So that when they mention that name for you, you're like, ooh, I know who that is, and I know what they're invested in. So to be honest with you, we provide, from fixed income instruments to offshore securities. We even provide products for our Muslim communities as well.
Yes.
The Muslim community, especially when you go according to the Sharia law, they actually talk about how it's, riba, against interest. So we have products for everybody, and typically we like to sit down, like I said, with our HNIs. We assess their portfolios for them, and then we know how to diversify it for you. So typically now, if you're making like 100 million, I mean, I don't want to brag too much, but we can turn that 100 million to a couple more million.
You start from somewhere and then you go from there. 080-999-20275. If you got any questions to ask Ogochukwu here in the studio, or you have any suggestions, maybe you've heard something somewhere, you want to know, can I invest in this? Maybe you have some questions you want to ask. Definitely, you gotta call in, send us a message, and ask those questions.
Yeah, I actually want to even give you a little like story story.
Yeah.
So I have a client of mine, and literally, as a business person, I had mentioned, as a business person, typically, if you tell somebody that you want to put their money, down
somewhere, yeah.
They'll tell you, they can turn it over, or they can, they can multiply it times 4. But then sometimes those risks are higher.
Yeah.
So typically, this guy was actually investing in just like I would say the regular, mama puts kind of thing. And I can tell you now that over like long conversations, long meetings with him, we've been able to turn his mama put into an actual restaurant.
Ooh.
Yes. So we were actually.
So you're not just building like a restaurant, you're building a franchise. So it's all over the place. People know about it and doing stuff like that.
Literally, he was actually very worried because he was like, so we were able to say, okay, you know what? Why, if you're even, like we said, we actually raise money for, some, yes.
Interesting.
So we typically have to assess what you can do, what your risk appetite is. And when we do that for you, we're now able to turn that over and actually help you create a better version of you. So if you typically think that, this is where you're going to be and how small you would stay for the rest of your life.
Expand your horizon
United
and
Capital is here
blows
for you.
your mind.
Yes.
All right, so let's do this real quick. Let's go on a break. I think they're recording another little thing for us. So United Capital have something to say, and then once we come back, you can still send in your messages, and of course, she's going to tell you how you can jump right into it. Don't go anywhere.
Making money? That can be hard. Saving money? That can be harder. But investing your money? That should be a breeze. At United Capital PLC, ease and accessibility are our watchwords. Our investment solutions are tailor-made to help you grow your wealth. With our Invest Now platform, you can invest in Naira and dollar-denominated mutual funds, stocks, trusts, and even access loans, all from the comfort of your mobile phone. To get started, visit www.investnow.ng. Download the Invest Now app from Play Store or App Store. United Capital PLC, the intelligent choice.
Get all the hits right here.
The home of non-stop hit music.
96.9 Cool FM.
Yes, we are the home of non-stop hit music. We got your back every other day and even on Sundays. All right. So here's the question. Here's the first question that I think is very important that we need to ask her as we come back is, how do we jump into this? I know a lot of people listening, and somebody in particular is actually listening to this thing, and they're like, oh, wow, I can build generational wealth. It's not just the Awolowos and all the people making money. I also can become that kind of family. So how do you jump into it? Please, Ogochukwu, tell us.
Okay, so first things first, I can definitely tell you where we're located so that you can actually find us anywhere.
Walk in and just ask.
We are located in Marina, Lagos. We're located in 43 Morovia, I would say 2 in Abuja here. We're located in Port Harcourt, Ibadan, Bauchi, Kaduna, Kano, Gombe. So we're even in Ghana. So I think that you can actually walk into, any of these places, or you can actually, better still, find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at United Capital PLC. There will be someone there to, just take your DMs or email, and then also on Twitter at United Cap. So you can send us a tweet, ask us more questions or what your, concerns are. But most importantly is if you walk into any of these, offices, we can always sit down, have that conversation, get a one-on-one with you, and then just go right ahead. Like I said, we sit down, we assess your portfolio, and now say, okay, this is the direction to go.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, that is wonderful. We've been talking about, in case you're just joining us, we've been talking about building generational wealth. We've got Ogochukwu Erilim from United Capital, and they've been doing this, pardon my slip in the beginning, for almost 50 years. So they know what they're doing, and they're looking to the future, and they want you to go into the future with them. Yes. You're not going to be here forever. I'm sorry to say, it is the truth. But if you build something that your children and their children can see, and they know great grandma, great grandpa did this, and we're still chopping from that money now, man, it is something you definitely need to jump on right now. So go check them out. Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, they are United Capital PLC, and on Twitter they are at United Cap. Once again, United Capital PLC, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Walk into the DM them, right? All those DMs that you are DMing people that are not answering you, these people, they will answer. All right, on Twitter they are United Cap. And that is the way to go, all right? It's time to build generational wealth. It's not just about the 1K and the 2K and the 1.5. It's about time somebody that is not you also got into that money. Ogochukwu, do you have anything else to say?
I mean, who doesn't want to make money every day?
Please.
So
why not?
instead of having that